Haven't really noticed any big problems.
Warp drive active.
What am I? Warp drive operations issue analysis, alright. That doesn't really matter that much. Alright, we're finally here. I think this ship is slower than the frigate. It just feels like it's taking longer. I haven't been measuring how long it's taken, right? But just jumping from system to system just feels slower than the frigate.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I don't know how people can stand flying Titans around. They must be so slow. Do they even fly around or they just jump around? Alright, fit to active ship. If I can get this thing to fit. I don't know what the delay is about. Item hanger. Like why is it why is there a delay? Like why is it okay, here you go. Okay, so 3 more things. 3 more things and then we're done. 5 jumps. And jump through Stargate. So if we go through the unstable wormhole, what we really need to remember is to mark the other side of the wormhole, because it's not on your map. You have to, if you don't mark it, you have to scan your way back out. And it just doesn't work, because you don't go there with a scanning ship. So if you go through the wormhole and you forget to mark it on the other side, then you're stuck there and you have no way to come back out except dying and then respawning at your clone. I have done that before. So a few times, not that many times, a few times, like you scan down a wormhole and then you go through it and you try to steal some ore before the NPCs catch you and then you come back out. One time I went in there and I forgot to mark the wormhole, so I couldn't come back out with the ore. I got some ore and then I got lost and I can't come back out. Ah, yes. So don't do that. Make sure you mark the wormhole on the other side. It's quite important.
Warp drive active.
I wonder how many extra people are playing the game because of the alpha clones. So the alpha clones is EVE Online going free to play, right? So before you have to pay for a subscription, now you can play for free, but you're limited to certain skills and certain ships. How many more people are playing because of alpha clones? and how much impact they have on the game. Because before that happened, people were like saying it'd be the end of the world, because if you have a bunch of alpha clones come in, I mean, the thing is, the more people in the game, the harder it is to patrol your space. Like, so all the people in Nullsec were saying like, oh, there's going to be all sorts of suicide gankers, and there's going to be all sorts of pirates coming in trying to mess people up. And there was a worry that you just can't control, because before, when everything cost money, you couldn't really, like, it costs you money to create an account, to create a pirate, and then go gank people with it. And the fact that that costs money means that not as many people would do it. Whereas the reasoning was that now that you can make free accounts, a lot of people, maybe a lot of people would just keep making more and more free accounts and just be a douchebags. I'm not sure how many people are doing that. I mean, I'm playing the game now. Like, I played for like 2 months several years ago, and then I stopped playing because I didn't think the game justified a subscription. And I don't think it does, because I mean, I'm only showing you the interest. This is the interesting stuff. Like, you watch me flying from system to system, buying equipment for a ship, and I mean, I'm not even touching the keyboard. I'm just kind of, I'm not doing anything. So, but this is the interesting part, which is crazy, right? The boring stuff I'm not even showing you. Like, this is as interesting as the game gets. I mean, if you go PvP, it's slightly more interesting. But most of the game is non-action. Most of the game is flying around. Most of the game is firing lasers and asteroids. And even like scanning. Like, the scanning is kind of interesting because it's a bit of a puzzle and you're like solving a puzzle. But then you do all that and you get like $1 million ISK out of it, and it's not really that profitable. Like, this is about as interesting as the game gets.
Docking request accepted.
Especially if you're an alpha clone and you're not out in Nullsec, right? And so I don't think that justifies a subscription, because the game is not interesting enough for me to keep paying every single month to play it. Like, this is the kind of game that I'm willing to pay once and play forever if it's available. But there's no way I'm going to pay every month for a game like this. So I'm willing to play the alpha clone. I'm willing to do free to play. I'm not willing to pay for this. I mean, there are other free games that I enjoy more. Like I can play Hearthstone. That's more fun than this. And there are other games that I've paid once and I can play forever, and they're more fun than this. Even Minecraft is more fun than this, to be honest. Even Minecraft is more fun than this. And yeah, so it's just not really, I'm not sure why people pay to play this game. And I say similar things for a lot of MMOs. I think it might be... Wait, what did I just mess that up again? Why do I keep doing that? What did I click on?
Warp drive active.
I think the social aspect is really the hook. It's like, if you have a bunch of friends, if you play the game, if you make friends, and like, you don't really have real life friends, and you only have MMO friends, then you don't want to lose your friends, so you pay for the subscription. I think that's really the hook for MMOs, because there's not a lot of MMOs that I'm willing to just keep paying money for. In fact, I don't think there's any MMO that I'm willing to just keep paying money for. So like, if you have like 30 friends in the whole world and 20 of them are in the game, and if you just stop paying, then you lose your friends. That might convince some people to pay every single month for this. Aside from that, I can't imagine why you would. or either that, or just if I'm a millionaire. If I'm literally a millionaire, and I have more money than I really know what to do with, I might do that. But even then, you would argue, I would argue, I might as well just donate that money to a starving person somewhere in the world. Like if I'm gonna pay like $30 a month, or like $20, or like even $10 a month, might as well do some charity with it. You know what I mean? Even then, I'm not sure it would justify me paying for a subscription. But maybe if I have more money than I know what to do with, then I would just do that. Who knows? And I'm not the kind of person who makes friends easily. And I'm also not the kind of person who keeps friends. Like I don't it sounds terrible. It's not that I hate people, but it's like I don't spend that much effort staying in touch. Which is, I mean, it sounds terrible to most people, but I'm also the kind of person where if you don't stay in touch with me, like I don't mind. So like, if you don't talk to me for like 3 years and then just come back and say hi, I'm like, oh hi, and then we just talk again. Like it doesn't matter to me if you disappear for 3 months or like 3 years. But then I'm also the kind of person who might just disappear for 3 years and then come back and just say hi, and you're like, what is this? Where have you been? and I'm like, what do you mean? I've been away for 3 years. What do you mean? So I'm the kind of person who doesn't really mind distance and time between people. Like distance between people doesn't really mean much to me. Like you might be close, you might be far away. Like if you're a good person, you're a good person. I'm gonna treat you the same way, whether you're far away or close, right? That's how I am. So I mean, I know I'm weird in that way, like I'm unusual in that way. But what that means for me and MMOs is that I won't pay for an MMO to keep friends. You know what I mean? It's like if I just stop playing a game for 3 years, come back, find the same people again, say hi. Well, that's not any way to convince me to pay for a monthly subscription. Like that's not a way to convince me to maintain a subscription, right? So it doesn't work on me. So maybe it works on other people more than it works on me. And so like my perspective might not be common. Like I might have the unusual perspective of someone who just is not concerned about distance between people. Alright, we're back here. We came back here because we do need missiles. Let's get some Scourge Heavy missiles. Or Scourge Light missiles, I mean. I need to make more missiles too. Either buy more missiles or make more missiles. Alright, Scourge Light missiles. Here we are, Corax. And can I just chuck the missiles in? Like this? Wow, that just took a lot of missiles. Let me just get more missiles. Let me just put like 300 more missiles, and let me just keep 1,000 missiles in the inventory. Alright, there's this stack. Or how much do they cost? Let's see. So there's 4,500 there, so they're pretty cheap. It's 53,000 is for the missiles. Alright, so there's our ship. We don't really know the ranges. 69.5 DPS. What is this? 44.7. So yeah, it's like 50% more damage, pretty much. So should we go check out some of the things we scanned then? Let's go do that. And I need to figure out what my range is. Alright, let me just go out into space. Are these guys still mining that same place? I think they are. Alright, so let me go to tactical. My missiles go for 40? Just over 40 kilometers. Max flight range 40 kilometers. How do you know that? Alright, well it works it out for you. 40 kilometers max flight range. We are orbiting at 30, so I'm gonna change this to 35. And I'm going to change this to 35. I think that's a good idea, I'm not too sure. Alright, so what do we have in our saved places? Chemical yard. Let's go check out what the chemical yard is. Warp to location within 50 kilometers.
Warp drive active.
Let's see how this works out for us. It might not be there anymore, because it's took us quite a while to actually get a ship together. This place might have disappeared in the meantime. I mean, it still says chemical yard, so maybe it's still there. Who knows? Oh, it's there. All right, there's an acceleration gate, so we can still go through. And let me just micro warp drive my way over there because we are quite far away. The problem with the acceleration gate is that it just puts you straight into the middle of the encounter. Whereas I'm a kiting ship, so like because I'm a kiting ship, I want to land about 50 kilometers away, so that it's at my optimal range and not at the enemy's optimal range. But the acceleration gate just puts you straight into the thing, which is not good for us. Okay, there's a whole bunch of people. Let me keep my distance. Let me fire all 6 missiles. Let me lock more targets. Oh boy, here all the oh, it's 8 frames a second. You can't. Alright, well there's clouds here, and we're down to 8 frames a second, so there you go. Actually, I'm supposed to be keeping distance to that one. Alright, kill that guy. Let me continue what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maintain distance from that drone. Alright, here they come. So these smaller ones, the frigates, I think I can like put 3 missiles on each. I don't think I need all 6 on the same ship. So these are destroyers, and these are frigates. They're getting pretty close to me too. That's not good. Alright, let me keep my distance from that one. And then grab more targets. Alright, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not. 3's only that much? Oh, that's not cool. I do need to put all 6 missiles on the same ship, it looks like. I'm getting hit. I'm getting webbed. Oh my goodness. What should we do? Oh, I should turn this on. This is tanking. It's a new ship, alright. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the new ship yet. Alright, so that guy's gone. And we're gonna put our rockets on that one. 4, 5, 6. We're getting webbed and scrambled. Holy crap! Hey, this is dangerous. So if we fail to tank all of this, we will get blown up because we can't escape right now. Not that I'm trying very hard. I'm just sitting here, sitting duck. Alright, that guy's gone. Oh, we are getting wrecked. Holy crap. Look how wrecked we're getting. 1, 2, 3. We need to keep our distance from these guys, don't we? how much damage am I taking? And why am I taking this much damage? Oh, these things. Oh, hey, I'm getting owned right now. 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, today we learned that we are getting completely wrecked. Who is webbing me? Strain Infester. Alright, as soon as we take out this guy, we're gonna... Because we're sitting duck right now, because we've been webbed. And we're gonna start taking damage like that, which sucks. Alright, so now we're gonna get the hell away from this guy. Holy crap, I'm getting owned right now. We're out. We are out. We're getting wrecked right now. And we're gone. Holy crap. We got owned.